In this video, I want to show that if we are given that alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation given by this one, then the sum of the two roots is equal to negative b over a. Then the product of the two roots, alpha and beta, is equal to c over a. So we can start with the first one. How are we going to show that if alpha and beta are the roots, then if we add them, we get this? So we need to look at this quadratic formula. If you look at the quadratic formula, you can solve the quadratic formula by the quadratic, you can solve the quadratic equation by the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula states that if alpha is the root, then alpha is equal to negative b plus square root over b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Then if we call the other root as beta, remember this will have two solutions. Beta, this will be equal to negative b. Since there is a plus here, you put a minus there. Minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So we need to show that the sum of the two roots alpha and beta is equal to negative b over a. So how are we going to show that? We just need to take the left-hand side and show that it is equal to this. So the left-hand side, which is equal to this, we can replace it with this. This is going to be negative b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a plus, then the value for beta is this one, negative b minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So we are going to look for the common denominator here, which ends up to be 2a. 2a into 2a, we get 1. 1 multiplied by the numerator, we get negative b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Then this into this, we get 1. 1 multiplied by this, we get minus b minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. Now, when you look at this, this is plus, this is minus. These terms are going to simplify. Negative b minus negative b, we get minus 2b all over 2a. These can simplify. We end up having negative b over a. And we can see that this is equal to the right-hand side. And we can conclude that we have shown. So we can say hence shown. So when you're given such a question, what you need to do is you need to write alpha and beta as the solution of the quadratic equation using the quadratic formula. Then we replace them on the left-hand side and simplify accordingly. We can see that alpha plus beta, which is what we have here, is equal to negative b over a. And we can conclude that it's shown. Again, we have to show that the product of the two roots is equal to c over a. We are going to use the same procedure. We get the left-hand side. We get the left-hand side. So the left-hand side is alpha multiplied by beta. We know the value for alpha. So we can say we take the left-hand side. The left-hand side will be negative b plus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. We are multiplying this with this, minus b minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So at this point, we can multiply these two things. We are going to get down there, we are going to get this multiplied by this, we get what? We get 4a squared. Then we multiply negative b multiplied by this, we get positive b squared. Then when we multiply this with that, we are going to have plus b square root of b squared minus 4ac. We come to this multiplied by this, we get minus, this multiplied by this, we get minus b square root of b squared minus 4ac. Then this multiplied by this, we are going to have minus. This multiplied by this, it will be minus the square root will go. We are going to have b squared minus 4ac. So when you look at this will simplify with that. We remain with b squared. And then we have minus b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. Okay? So when we try to look at this, we can do this again. So this multiplied by this. Remember there was a minus here. This multiplied by this, we get this. This multiplied by this, we get this. This multiplied by this, we get this. Then this multiplied by this, we are going to have minus there. So we are going to have minus here. This minus is for, we are going to have minus here. So this minus will give this one minus and that one plus. So we end up with a plus there. Then at this point, we can simplify. These are going to simplify with this. We remain with 4ac all over 4a squared. This will simplify with this. We have 2 of a's here. This will simplify with that. We end up with c over a. And when we look at what we have here, this is equal to the right hand side. Then we can conclude that it's shown. So when you are given to show that the product of the two roots of the quadratic equation is equal to this, you just get the solutions. You get the value for alpha, you also get the value for beta. Multiply them and simplify them accordingly. You end up with the right hand side and you conclude. So for this and more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thank you so much for